sorry. He's not ready. Good.
Okay, so last time on L3, we went
over a month ago.
We went to the second dark town, because the time before that, you might remember, we found the symbol in the town with nobody in it. So this was the second town. There's no symbol. However, it was still evil, but interestingly, the well water was now flowing in the opposite direction. So we hightail it out, and we make it to Flame Keep and drop off that kid at the church that we were carrying around.
Stupid
and
kid.
the remains of the soldier who we were bringing back.
Stupid soldier.
We talked to a cardinal about what's going on and our observations, and he decided he was going to send out a group, but without us. So we will investigate on our own. In other news, I dyed my hair a blazing royal blue with silver streaks. Phaedra came with me. We also bought outfits and hit a bar.
In other news.
Which actually did have relevance because we were looking for information. We were asking around the locals to see, if anybody knew anything.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up staying the night in the temple because the cardinal offered us rooms. Nothing. Then, where are we?
I thought that we were still there, weren't we?
Yeah, I took too detailed of notes because I have like a whole paragraph of us talking to people in the bar and finding out nothing.
Right, because I had asked if you guys could look up and see if there were any, groups or whatever that were plotting bad shit.
Okay, here we are. So then in the morning, right, and so that's what we were doing, but we really didn't find out anything.
Correct.
In the morning, Gwen wakes up, shenanigans ensue, and then we go
I woke you up very...
That's right. I tried to light you on fire.
And failed every single time.
Yeah.
Which
is probably for the better of the group.
We went back to the scribe to get our picture back of the symbol. And then we continued on our way to the Star Peaks.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were leaving.
But we did, on our way out, we saw fire that looked unnatural with silver glints, and we think it might be trouble. And then it was 10 p.m. and we cut right upon seeing the fire.
All right.
And these, Paul, are rum balls.
Okay.
Quite rummy.
Yes, so you
Very,
should
very rummy.
try one at some point.
Rummy, rum.
All right. So you guys are at the base of a. You guys are at the base of the Star Peaks. You, what you noticed up a ways ahead was there's some smoke rising, and you see glint off in the distance. And that is where we left off. There's a clear mountain trail that goes up quite a ways, but it seems to disappear up into the trees. So.
Okay.
I assume you guys are taking the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, after a little while, the trail becomes a little murkier, like it hasn't been used in quite a while, and the going gets a little treacherous. So what I'm going to need for you guys to do is you guys can either follow the trail, or you can try to take a more direct route that goes up a little more sheer rock, but it'll get you there a little faster. Not sheer, but like if you guys have ever been to Devil's Lake and climbed the rocks there, it's kind of like that. So it's not going to be hard work, but it's still
I have
gonna
-1
require.
to climb.
Yeah.
So depending on which way you guys want to take, you'll have to make different sets of checks.
I got a question, since it's getting murky. Would my dancing lights spell, light the way?
Oh no, murky as not in the
Treacherous.
Oh,
in that kind of way.
I was picturing foggy, hard
Yeah,
to
that's
see.
true.
The
Okay.
other murky.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can either go straight up, or we can kind of continue along this murky thing.
Yeah, and the reason that the path is a little it's been disused. Like it hasn't been traveled in quite a while.
It's overgrown.
Yeah, it's overgrown.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay climbing, but you know, if you guys are not as elite in your climb skills as I am understanding of your disability.
Well, I will tell you right now that I'm kind of fucked no matter which way we go. It's too bad I can't fly yet. So, yeah, I don't really have survival or climb or anything.
Wait a minute, we're on horses, aren't we?
Yeah, are we still on our horses?
Can our horses take this? The
Um,
rocks?
your horses won't be able to get up the rocks. So if you wish to take your horses with you and not leave them down here, you'll have to go up the trail. But you'll have to get off and lead them. And you'll have to actually make your way through the path. So it'll take.
But the path is wide enough for the horses.
It is. This path does look like it was meant for carriages and stuff like that, but it just hasn't seen use in a while.
I vote for path,
Yeah,
personally.
I don't want to leave my house.
All right, then I'm going to need the three of you to make survival checks.
Yeah, I don't really have anything in that.
Well, everybody gets to roll, depending on how many successes, and you're going to have to roll 5 times.
19.
9.
16.
And a 9. All right. So the first check, Lynn's not very helpful, but you two are able to easily blaze the path. So another check.
So I just kind of tumble behind them and get hit in the face with branches. Hey, a 9.
Again, 16.
7.
All right.
Somehow I'm doing a lot
you
better
get
at
your-
this than you guys, and I'm wearing armor.
You get your sword stuck in a couple trees as you're going along, but again, Gwen is just
Somehow,
rolling along.
this is alright.
So 3
could
more
be-
checks.
Oh, son of a bitch.
13.
12.
12.
1.
You guys are encounter a nasty tangle that you can't get through, so you lose a little bit of time. So next.
20! Look at it lights up!
Ooh.
17. You rolled a 1? Oh, you rolled a 2.
Amazingly,
I call out, help me!
Amazingly, you're about to hack at a bush, and Phaedra's like, "Wait a minute, I got this!" And she lets off this giant gout of fire that just creates this perfectly circular tunnel path that speeds you on your way.
That doesn't count for one of my spells, does it?
Thanks, Phaedra.
No problem.
She's like, I don't believe that worked.
Yeah.
So one last check. That 20 helped overcome that last obstacle you guys screwed up on.
14.
19.
19.
All right, you guys easily plow through the last little bit up to the top of the path. You emerge and you see what looks to be a very odd sight. You see and this is going to be.
I'm sorry, I just want to point out that Paul has 2 books called Bestiary sitting out there.
Yeah.
There's animals.
It's a thing
Bad
that happens.
animals.
Yeah, so
There's some okay
that's
ones.
good.
They're
Okay.
mostly gonna eat us.
So you get up to the top of the hill and you see a large flat space, and you're pretty ways up on this mountain. It's just that it seems like this had a path built to it just for this building. You see a large tower structure that's about 3 stories tall, and it has a building built next to it. But what you also see, and I don't have any of my mats with me. That's awesome. They're on the car. All right. So what you see is
Put something up to the middle camera.
Yeah, the D20.
Yeah,
It
that
made-
broke it.
It broke it.
Yeah, it only focuses it has to refocus now.
Mm.
Whoops.
Well, good. That'll give me time to draw. Can I have the Sharpie?
There. This is my Christmas present.
I guess I'll.
You can see it when you roll. So just
Oh, okay.
it's from halfway through the carrots to halfway through the peppers is what it captures.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. So what you see is Oh, of course.
It doesn't work.
No. Is there a? Well, I
Pen?
want this to show up.
Pen?
I don't think that'll be dark enough. I want it to show up on the camera there. Hold on. I have stuffs.
Much better with the ice.
Yeah.
Alright. Dry erase markers
Still
can
think
also be regular
warm
markers.
and some tea might be pretty good.
Actually, I was thinking about making tea. Well, I'll make tea while Paul draws.
What kind of tea?
I have chamomile, stress reliever. I think I might have Chinese tea, like hot tea.
Mm-hmm. I would drink some chamomile.
Okay.
I think that would also be good in chamomile tea.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And that's what I will do. But hopefully it doesn't make me pass out.
Probably not, but I also think you would need very little in the tea.
Oh yeah, and I'm saying like pass out because I mean chamomile's pretty, it's supposed to be
Relaxing,
like,
you
yeah.
mean tired.
Yeah, like pass out, not like drunk, but pass out. I want to take a nap right now.
Gotcha.
The good pass out, not the bad pass out.
Right.
And one of the things that you notice that seems to be a relatively new construction is
Hey, Pope Pat.
you see two towers that have bases that look like this. And they have large crystalline structures on
You're
them.
drawing a penis, basically. You realize that?
Shut up. I'm not trying to draw a building in 3 dimensions here.
That looks like the crystal we saw at the very first.
Does it?
Yes, it does. I drew a picture of it.
Some bricks.
Penis crystal.
Yes, I drew a picture of the penis crystal.
You
Oh,
did draw
yeah.
a picture of the penis
It
crystal.
looks just like your penis crystal.
God, why does everybody call it that?
Because it looks like a penis crystal.
What color is it?
It's
Diamond. It's sparkly.
it's a clear
So it's glass.
Is
much
this,
more durable.
is this the same?
it looks very similar, and there are 5 of them. There's also 2 over. Well, there's actually 6, because they're off in the distance over here, and then in the center there's a much larger version.
A really big penis crystal.
I'm getting turned on just thinking about the big penis crystal.
Horrible! You're making a mockery of my game.
You're not
Just
a-
of your crystal drawings.
yeah, you're not an artist, Paul. It's all right.
You're really good at drawing crystal
What is
penises,
this? I missed this because I was making.
though. Yeah, I don't know
tea.
what this is.
This is what looks to be an observatory. It's basically that picture that I put online.
Okay, yes.
Do you remember what
Yes.
that is?
He posted it on Facebook, and you had said, I hope you're drawing this or bringing this in.
Oh.
I don't think you remembered.
Oh yeah. No, that
Yeah.
was the thing where I was like, oh hey, can you make one of those, please?
Yeah, no. But on the side, built on, is what seems to be a short structure. It looks. It's got. And of course, I'm gonna
Draw another penis.
off.
Yep, that pretty much. Yep.
It's a smaller one.
And there's a ramp that goes up the side.
Ribbed.
For her pleasure.
God.
Sorry.
Oh, why do you have to draw so many penises?
They're towers. Towers
towering
in general
penis structures.
general shape. But this is a second story to this building, and then there's a walkway that goes out to this other structure here.
Okay.
So that is what you see when you walk up here. The smoke is emanating from this area here.
Like it's on fire, or like it's just like a smoke being released?
Kind of a little of both. You can't tell for sure from this
Okay.
distance.
All right.
Everybody give me perception checks.
Oh, there it is.
18.
14.
19.
I got new dice. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys both hear what appears to be shouting. It's not like distressed shouting, but it's like you hear it appear to be a man and a woman, like half arguing, half shouting, like put it out, God, this isn't my fault, like yelling back and forth, and it seems to be emanating from that area.
We should go help.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. She should not do anything.
Yep.
All right. Let's go do that.
Do we,
I don't know. Is there water or is there... I have no idea.
I don't know what we're going to do about a fire.
It looks like Paul has it all planned out. Why, thank you.
Here's a plate for the bag later.
Oh, thank you. Should I try my meat experiment?
Mead experiment, mead and tea.
Yeah.
That is
All right.
interesting.
Let's think about it. You put
I don't
honey
know.
in
That's
tea.
honey. Right?
So you're gonna put mead into tea. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like
Can this be on the corner?
Yes.
it's meaty tea, not
meaty
tea.
tea.
Tea mead.
Tea.
Correct. Do
Yeah,
they
like
make a
there's-
tea mead?
Oh no,
That
not that I
sounds like it
know
would
of.
be very good. However, it's honey that
Right.
is booze, and honey belongs in tea.
I think it sounds good.
This is the second story of this area, and there is a
Is this meant to not see something
correct.
for the timing?
Correct.
Could you pass me a carrot?
Yeah. It says
Thank
the best way to predict the future is to create it. Aw, Paul, you're full of little inspirational sayings.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did put the door. I do have all the doors in the spots. So there's a door here, and this is the tower structure. There appears to be a covered area here that you can see through here. It's got like a balcony style railing, and these stairs go up and around the tower. And there is a door over here.
Okay. So we heard screaming.
Yeah, and like I said, not distress screaming, like not help, like more God, you're a dumbass.
All right. So I mean, I feel like we should probably help. Maybe I don't know.
Might as well go check it out.
Yeah.
Does anyone have stealth? You do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not me. I'm a giant clunk.
Yeah.
You want me to go
Yeah, I want you to go figure it out.
stealth up there?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so where do you go?
Well, you said we heard this. Can I tell? Like, is it? We can't see the people though, right?
No,
So they have to be behind the building or something
yeah.
that we can't see them.
Okay, you guys are approaching from this direction.
Okay. So I'm gonna like approach the building and then kind of like stick close to the walls, stealthily trying to see if I can find them and see what's going on.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Yep, give me 1 second. That's probably pretty good. 26.
Oh yeah, you easily sneak up along the side of the building. So where do you have a dude?
What?
Well, I'm...
He wants you to put your guy
I don't
down.
burn you.
Oh.
Make sure where you are.
Okay, I'm going to be trying to, with my ears, follow the sound, which I can't see on the
It's
paper.
coming from that direction.
Okay, so then I'm going to be probably coming around.
There are windows every couple of feet. Oops.
Alright,
Knock-
so I'm going to be
knock the
like
camera.
peeking a window and see if I can see anything.
Or you peek in and you see what appears to be a common sitting area. There's a large bookcase over here, a large open area with a hallway to the back, and 2 doors. And there are some stairs that lead up to the second floor.
But I don't see the people.
No.
From where I am, can I hear if it's coming from inside or outside?
It seems to be coming from back here.
But it appears to be coming from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can we still see her at this point?
Roll perception checks.
I should have your turn whisper.
That's what I was just thinking, and I don't want to metagame and say that I did already, so...
That would be
enough.
appropriate.
11.
22.
Did you roll 25?
I didn't know I was supposed to roll.
No, your stealth check. What was
26.
26? She gets up behind near the building and she like ducks down into some bushes and you don't see her. Like you're like you lose her. You're like, what? Where'd she go?
All right.
Interesting that it tastes yeasty. It's
Interesting.
not bad. But
At this point, I think that I would. Now, I just want to make sure. I'm assuming since you didn't see anything as I was coming up, that I didn't see any other people or living creatures.
No.
Okay, then I'm just gonna sneak my ass back to tell them that it sounds like it's coming from inside the building. Do I need to roll again for this? I'm not sneaking past anybody.
that you know of.
No. All right. She comes back.
Guys! So, yeah, it sounds like it's coming from inside of the building, but I did not want to, go in by myself and lose you guys. So would you like to come in the building with me?
Does it sound like somebody's hurt or in danger?
No, I mean, I couldn't make out anything more because it was coming from inside and I didn't want to go inside, but I didn't see any other people. I didn't hear any other people. It just seems like it's coming from inside. I looked in the window and I couldn't see them, but I also couldn't see anybody else.
Okay.
Alright. So, I guess we go check it out then.
Okay.
Alright, so do we have to stealthily go to the building or can we just walk? I say we...
I think we can just walk. But I mean, I just walked back. I didn't sneak back.
Yeah, I
Alright.
wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. Then let's go walk up. Here, somebody...
So,
I don't have a character. I don't have any figurines.
Would you like a lion?
Sure, I'll be a lion. Roar. It's very cute.
So it came from over here, guys.
There's your dude.
I don't know, I kind of feel like being a lion today.
And there's a door over there. I did not check the door. This is as far as I went last time, so I'm just letting you guys know.
Alright, who do we think should go first?
I
Well,
say
they're not.
The stealthy little one.
They're not in this room.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Like this room appears to be like look in the window. See,
Is that a window? Okay.
there's windows here.
Anybody who wants to can make a perception check going past the window.
I see nothing. 8.
11. Looks like a window.
24.
Then you actually don't see it. You don't catch it fast enough. But you two see somebody apparently run across the hallway. You see somebody go.
Okay. Did you guys see that? I totally
Yeah.
just looked in the window.
What?
There's some guy ran across the hall.
I did see that.
Okay.
You did see that.
I did, yes.
It wasn't a hard check.
I think we're okay though, because there's still nobody in this first room, so I think we can. Or do you want me to sneak in first? I will if you want me to, as long as you guys don't go too far away from me.
We can stay right here.
Can you stay in the doorway so you can hear me shout?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll go in if they're sitting by the doorway. They gotta hear me.
All right. Door's unlocked.
All right, but I'm gonna stealth in the room just in case
Okay.
somebody else,
Comes by.
Right. 23. I need to move this pole.
All right, you hear more shouting from the back room, and it's like, "Get that water quickly! We need to get this fire put out." And God, you did the calculations wrong. And you hear a woman's voice screaming from the other room. It's like, "I didn't get the calculations wrong. You messed up on the proper experimental crystals. You didn't. This is your fault." Like,
Okay, so if I peek around this little corner, can I see anything?
you see an open door. You see 2 open doors. One of them which has smoke pouring out of it, like from the top of the door jamb. So it's not like entirely flowing out.
Okay.
But then you see what appears to be a room full of cabinets.
Okay. All right.
Sneaking along.
So I'm gonna whisper in their ears everything you just
I need
said
you
about
guys to
peeking down the
roll
hallway.
stealth checks.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Oh, snap.
14.
I'm actually pretty pleased with
At a
that.
13. Yeah.
A woman comes running out of the room on your
From here?
that room right there, holding a bucket of water, and she like looks over and goes, "Who are you?"
Do you need help?
We saw smoke.
We came
Sure. Good. Bucket of water.
All right.
Over there.
Okay.
And,
Go get some water.
Yeah, let's go get water.
and all right, you guys walk in, and there's a kitchen. That is a kitchen. There is a
This
a,
thing is?
Yep.
Okay.
There appears to be a faucet with a pump handle on it.
I love the pump handles.
So, and there are
Now you know we're
Well.
gonna burn alive.
there are some buckets in the corner.
All right.
All right. Let's get pumping.
Yeah.
All right, you guys fill up some water buckets, and you help these. There's a man and a woman. The woman seems to be slightly cat-like. It almost looks like she doesn't have like pointy ears, but like her features kind of have this like almost feline grace to them, and she's about 6 foot tall, and she's like lean and muscular.
Can I pet her? It's a joke, I'm sorry. He's a cat.
She has
Paul should make that face more often. He's like,
she has flowing robes on. It doesn't seem to have a lot of equipment on her. She has a book strapped to her side, but other than that, she doesn't have very much. The room you guys are in, where this fire is at, in the center, on this center table here, there is what appears to be a model of this whole outside structure. This whole outdoor area, which is set up in that formation, mostly. That was my initial drawing, so it's
Oh, okay.
just set up in that formation is modeled on the table, and it is currently on fire.
Okay.
The man in the room has a lot more equipment on him. He seems to have like potion vials like hanging off him at random locations. Like he's got like a ton of wands on his belt. He's got a scroll case full of stuff. Like he's loaded with magical items, and he has white hair and a ponytail, and it's all disheveled. He's wearing blue robes, and she's wearing more tannish, like white kind of robes.
are these robes anything we've seen before?
Anybody who has knowledge, nobility.
Yes, finally. Bitch! You stupid dice.
Would you like to re-roll that with one of your fantastic
may
action
as
points?
well. It was a 6 altogether, but do you get to not add with ones? Or
No, but it's most
Still
likely
sucks.
gonna fail.
Yeah.
really?
So that would be a 7.
No, that would be an 8. But still,
Womp womp.
You
finally, like I never get to use that skill.
you know you've seen these robes before, but you can't place it at the moment. You're like you know that her robes are more traveling scholar robes. Like they're more like something that like somebody who's like I don't want to say traveling scholar, but somebody who is away from university and doing lab field work and stuff like that. Like that's something that they would wear.
Not traveling scholar.
But
Can I try and think about this again later? Maybe when things are not on fire.
it's quite possible. But his robes, you know, you've seen them somewhere. You know that they're important.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what color did you say they were again? Blue?
Yeah, blue.
Brown and blue.
Yeah, and she's got like a tannish white.
So, okay, I'm just gonna nudge her, and I'm gonna say, I know I've seen those before. Help me remember what those look like. The
Hey.
robes.
I
What
know
skill?
nothing of nobility.
I know, but you remember what robes look like, right?
What skill? What skills?
So
do
then
you
you can help me remember what the
What-
robes
what-
look like.
What skills do you have? Knowledge skills.
Uh,
And what do you have?
Local would be
dungeoneering.
the
I have
closest.
history.
Local or religion.
History and nobility totally go together.
You can. Do,
I have local.
You can do a history and you can do a local. Or you
I
can do a
am-
local if that's higher.
Locals higher. 10 altogether.
It hit my cup. That's 5. Those look like robes.
What did you get?
They do look
5.
like
Those
robes.
look like robes.
You guys know you've seen these colored robes before, like in the orientation that it is, but you still none of you can quite
I
place it.
suck.
It might
We all
be-
suck at
It
this.
might be the fire. It might be just something random, but
Eh.
We're all too distracted by the fire.
you help them out, and they're like, "Oh man, thank you. Where did you come from anyway? We're not expecting supplies for another month.
We were on our way to.
We're just passing through.
Yeah.
Nobody passes through here."
Where are we
Well,
on
that
our
was
way
a dumb
to?
thing to say. No, we are.
Where are we on our way
We're-
to? Okay, this is
the
Elise
peaks.
asking because I don't remember.
The Star Peaks?
Star Peaks?
Yeah.
We were on our way to the Star Peaks and noticed
Well-
smoke.
You're here.
Smoke. We noticed that.
Oh yeah, that was not.
So we thought
sorry.
that, something might be bad.
Who are you?
Travelers.
Yeah. We're travelers.
Most of the time, when you walk into a building that is attended, it's nice to tell your names to somebody. Especially
Sorry.
the occupants.
I'm sorry we didn't know you were the occupants. We just saw a fire. I thought this was like some kind of public observatory building, and we just.
Well, this is Syrian Observatory number 5.
Oh. Okay.
Well-
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
It was at one point in time, anyway.
I apologize. My name's Lame, and this is Gwendolyn and Phaedra.
My name is Sally.
Sally.
Roll a
My name is Sally.
Roll a being
roll
a
a
dick.
bluff check.
She made that.
that's,
Her bluff is ridiculous.
26.
And also roll a CMB.
What's CMB? What is that?
That's down there under attacks.
I know, but what does it stand for again?
Combat maneuver bonus.
Why I'm not in combat.
You might be soon.
You're basically like
19.
okay. You what's your CMB?
Wait, that can't be your CMB. What's your base attack?
2.
Oh, okay.
1.
I guess so.
No, then she should have a 20. Unless it...
No, it's 1.
What's your strength bonus?
Oh, her strength bonus is -1.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, mine's
Your
1.
your CMB.
Oh, I misheard you.
Wait,
14.
all of us or
Sorry.
just
Just
Lynn?
these two.
Oh, okay.
What? Because we talked?
No, because Lynn basically
Screwed up your.
Phaedra basically goes like, "Oh, I'm Lame, that's Gwendolyn," and she goes, and she slaps her hand over your mouth and goes like, "I'm Sally."
Okay.
My name is
I
Sally.
see.
and
And everyone believes me.
Can we pause now real quick?
Yeah.
So I don't want to like distract by flipping through all here. I forgot why we were going to the Star Peaks.
Oh, yeah, I don't really
We
know
were-
either.
Going to the Star Peaks, I believe.
Like we've been traveling
because
for so long.
that
I
was
don't-
where we were told to go by Mystery Man, right? I don't actually remember either. Because I was not here that day, technically, on the day that you guys.
well then I can just look for the day that you were absent, and then
yeah,
I'll know.
that was when.
So this was after Philip, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely after
I don't know why they're making me cough a lot.
Was this after Gen Con?
Is that something you call it?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Good thing I have a secondary beverage.
Always have to.
I'm very, very sorry.
Maybe it's the mead.
would you like to roll an intelligence bonus or an intelligence check?
For flipping
to know
through
why
my-
we're going to
Yeah.
the Star Peaks? Sure. Intelligence, just in general.
Just straight in intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
can
you add your
totally do
bonus.
that.
I shouldn't.
18 plus 4 is 22.
Okay, 22. She's right.
Yeah!
Because some dude told us to go there? Okay.
It is, you remember, it's like, yeah, that weird prophecy dude.
Oh, right. Prophecy, dude.
Prophecy dude in the coffee
Right.
shop where I was hitting on my grandmother. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
See, I
it.
wasn't there. I got to watch that episode.
Right,
Somehow
okay.
I remembered. Wow.
You weren't there?
I was not there.
No, that's weird.
All right, game
Okay.
on.
So-
yeah, sorry, game on. So, yeah, so that's... So who are you guys?
Oh, the woman introduces herself. She goes, "I'm Liliana Ferris, and this gentleman over here," and he goes like, "I'm Simon."
Hi, Simon.
I don't believe him.
Does he have a red beard?
Can I,
No, he's clean shaven and he looks quite young. He has pure
I got you at least.
pure white hair, but he is.
Does he wear a bowler hat?
Incredibly young. No.
does he drink a lot of PBR?
Yeah. How hip is he? How many tattoos does he have?
And he has round, thin spectacles.
Okay. So, what do you guys get to observe up here?
Well,
Stuff.
we were. Well,
We observe stuff.
up until a couple of years ago, this was a leased outpost that studied the Ring of Sybaris, but
Syphilis?
Sybaris.
Oh, okay. Just making
Bullsweet.
sure.
I mean, you got the penis statue,
Yeah.
penis crystals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, syphilis.
Anybody who wants to do a knowledge religion check can do such.
Boom.
Don't have.
Don't have.
The 20.
You know that he's referring to the dragon Sybaris, the sky dragon, from the legend of how Eberron was created by. There was 3 dragons. There was the dragon of Kyber, dragon of Sybaris, and the dragon Eberron. And the dragon Eberron basically there was a giant fight between them because Kyber was evil and Sybaris was good, and Eberron basically encapsulated Kyber, and Sybaris there's a ring of dragon shards that surrounds the planet. That sometimes they fall to Earth, and that's where you get Sybaris shards from. But that's basically the creation legend.
What he said.
Okay.
Interesting.
He says, Dr. Marcus came by a couple years ago with news of the destruction of Seir, and had some weird ideas, and then came back and we built this. We're still not quite sure how it's supposed to. We know what it's supposed to do, but getting it to work has been bothersome.
Why?
Well, it keeps misfiring. It doesn't work quite right.
What is it supposed to do?
He says, well, it's supposed to fix Seir.
Fix. Fix how?
Basically, dissipate the Mornland.
We've put out the fire at this point, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
The fire-
It's just like sitting there. It's not like a bum trash can fire. The bum trash can fire is like, it's kind of warm now.
Yeah. So wait, I'm sorry, how are we fixing Seir? We're
If you
setting it-
remember, back in the day, where we were, there were some badlands that were
Right.
filled with like crazy magic shit.
The morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bad stuff. Bad place. Don't go there. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Bad place. They want to clean it up.
Okay.
Because, like, it's so tainted with magic that, like, you can come out, you know, like the Springfield fish and,
oh, with
The
the
tree
Blicky.
house.
yeah, Blakey.
Okay. So they want to clean it up.
Yeah.
But you don't know how, like, to make this thing work, because it keeps misfiring.
Well,
What is it supposed to be doing?
Is it supposed to nuke it? Because that might work.
it's supposed to send a reinforced beam of positive energy, positive and arcane energy, and he starts going into lots of arcane babble, which Lynn, you have absolutely no idea. Or Fader, I should say. Fader, you have no idea what he's saying because he's talking books, and you're a natural caster, so you like just know how to make fire. Like you don't.
I just do it.
Yeah,
I don't really think about it.
Do it.
Okay.
Being a sorcerer, you just do it. You haven't learned any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why wizards and those kind of types look down on sorcerers, because it's like, I studied for 50 years to learn all this stuff, and you just come out and are like, pew, 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 pew.
So there's us.
Yeah, a little bit.
Gotcha.
But then again, that's why wizards are more powerful than sorcerers, because of the fact that they put a lot of time and effort into their
Are they?
magic.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh yeah. They're kind of insane.
That's the trade-off. Like, you're able to do lots of stuff, but not as good, and they're able to do less stuff. Or you're able to do less stuff and
More often.
more often and not as good. But they're able to do more stuff, less times, but way better.
Right. So sorcerer versus wizard. You probably want to go wizard.
Good thing you're telling me this now.
Well, for a beginning player,
Sorcerer's good.
sorcerer's the way to go.
Oh. Alright.
Like, I don't even like playing true
I have a
wizards.
friend who does, and he's insane. At level 1, he just destroyed. Like, we're like, well, the entire party doesn't have to fight any of these monsters now. Okay.
Wow. Alright.
They're
Yeah.
kind of scary.
But you have to prep properly, and prepping properly is sometimes difficult. But anyway, enough game talk.
Yep.
So he goes into this large amount of jargon, and Liliana's standing there going, like she's fact checking him, like as he's rambling.
As he's rambling, can I sneak over and light the edge of his robes on fire? Just to be a dick.
No, he looks at you and goes, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I thought you had a piece of lint there. I'm sorry. Just checking.
So, you guys work for this Dr. Marcus guy?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
But who is Dr. Marcus?
He's the foremost researcher on the Mournland. He left a little while ago to procure some things to try and fix the error that has been happening at one of the other observatories. We're not quite sure which one. He wouldn't say. He also left in a hurry after being contacted by the Syrian government. We're not quite sure what happened, but he left very harried.
Do you know what he's getting?
Man, I'm just going to point out, these people are being, like, just really straightforward with us. This seems really weird.
Yeah,
No.
I know. That's why I just keep asking questions.
They're like, I'm just going to tell you my life
I
story.
was
Sense
gonna-
motive, actually.
I was going to sense motive a while
Yeah.
ago, and I never did because we've just been talking.
I've been hanging out with you guys too much. Now I don't trust anybody. That's an 18.
12.
23.
Lynn keeps reducing these checks by just a little bit.
Huh.
You two, Lynn, you're like going like, I still don't trust these people. You two, on the other hand,
Oh, that sounds like me anyway. That's fine.
realize that they just haven't had anybody else to talk to. Like like you look around, this place looks well lived in, and in here you see a lot of vials and beakers, and there's basically a whole alchemist lab in here. There's an alchemist lab. There's actually a in this corner over here. There's a anvil that has runes carved in it, and those of you who know anything about magic and like item creation and stuff like that know that that's probably used in item creation.
Sweet.
So like there's a full setup in here, and there's a desk that has a whole bunch of papers on it,
All right. Well,
and it just looks disheveled. Like
Okay.
nobody expected more than these two to be here.
So okay, what was the name of the guy? That
Dr. Marcus.
No.
Simon.
Not any of these guys. The guy that told us that we need to go here.
Oh.
Because I wasn't here, so I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That notebook is no longer in my hand. Look at how prepared I am. I don't even have my own notes.
That's what Chris is for.
Yep. Krista is our
Was it
scribe.
before or after the trial?
That was after.
Okay, so I need to go to these people. Oh, yes, at the Fancy Ferret.
Yep.
Okay.
You know that this woman's last name is Ferris. You really have a thing about ferrets.
Ferrets are gross.
No, actually, Ferris comes up from something else, and it's actually
Bueller?
spelled differently.
Bueller.
Bueller. We could just call him Bob for the time being.
Well, I mean, because at this point, they're being pretty honest, and they're just kind of like, yeah. So this is our life stories, and this is everything we know, and you know.
Also, Lame, with your check, you also figure that they pretty much figure that this is going over your heads.
Okay.
So they figure they're not revealing any information because you probably don't get it.
Because we're stupid? They think we're stupid?
Well, stupider than that.
Okay, so Ivan
Ivan,
is
yeah.
the guy who summoned
Ivan?
us.
Ivan.
Sorry. But then Ivan then sends us over to the little dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm distracting all my Fraser's grandma because it was that same day. Oh no, Ivan was the dwarf.
Ivan was the dwarf.
Right, I confused him with the guy reading the paper. Yeah.
So we need the guy reading the paper, right?
No, Ivan was the guy who talked to us. Here's what I got.
The guy reading the paper was just
Okay.
Working for Ivan. He says we need to go north to the Star Peaks, that they're somewhere in Onder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Onder.
I'm not sure about some of the pronunciations. At top of the continent, a small group of mountains. He claims to be a prophet for the prophecy. He doesn't really tell us a whole lot. He says it says something about the flow of the world with which the mark interacts, talking about Lairs' mark. And he says it will... Oh yeah, and then that's just talking about the mark.
He says it will what? I got some ideas, which is what I need to know.
Oh, about the mark?
Yeah, what he said. Yeah, it'd be great to...
Sorry. I didn't know that's what you were asking about.
In general, what he had said to us, so that way I know.
The mark interacts with the flow of the world, and it will activate and can be used when under stress.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you the only two people that live here?
At the moment, yeah, we're basically we're trying to continue the experiments that Dr. Marcus started. I mean, that's the thing he said before he left. He said to try and get it to work as best as possible before, in case he couldn't get it to work. But he's the expert on this thing. I mean, he's the one who envisioned it, basically instructed its construction.
Do you have anyone else that was assisting you on this?
No, just us and Dr. Marcus.
Okay. Now, what is it that is specifically not working? We were sent here. We were told to stop here. Maybe there's something that we can help you with.
I don't know. We've been working at this for a long time, and the woman speaks up and goes, "Look, we don't even know what's wrong. We're still kind of grasping at what exactly will." How this thing even works. Although, if you want to see why we're trying to get it to work, yeah, we could show you.
Why not?
Yeah, show us.
She leads you out to the tower to here, and you go outside you go around the tower. you enter this area up here. And
Okay.
I'm impressed, Paul. This is the most that you've put together for all of this. That's pretty good.
you walk inside this door, and there appear to be grooves cut out of the floor. There is a large telescope in almost the center of the room that also has grooves around it, and it has a little step up to a seat right here. Because basically, like, this is the base of it, and then there's a giant, like,
Sure.
telescope that goes out. And there seems to be a large machine over here that has a lot of gears attached to it. And she goes, well, the telescope's already set, and it's basically panned clean down. It's like, take a look.
I will take a look from a book. I'm
Right.
reading Rainbow, right? Oh, take a look. It's in a book. There.
Yep.
Yes.
Sweet. That is a 24.
You look through the telescope, and you see mist. You see basically, with your check, you estimate it's probably 400 yards, 500 yards away, and there's kind of like a little, like, moraine that's in these mountains, and it's full of mist. And
Is it the correct mist?
and you see flashes of what appear to be like different colors that broil and move within it.
Is that the correct mist? Like, is that the Mornlands weirdness?
Do you ask?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would think that I would probably know. I think we've seen
You-
it before, right?
Yeah, we've seen the edge of the Mornlands, haven't we?
I don't think you have.
Yeah, I thought that we were.
No,
But
you
we
were,
would know it, but right?
you were nearby, but
Okay.
you weren't within sight of it.
Oh,
you were,
okay.
Oh,
you were
okay.
nearby. You were in New Seer, which is
Right.
close, but not.
Okay, I assumed we could see it.
Yeah,
from
I
there.
assumed too. Right, if it's big, ominous clouds
Right.
and grossness, you would think. All right. I assume that this is, the Mornlands.
Well, that was actually a stroke of genius, and she has a weird, screwed up look on her face on Simon's part, and he stands there and goes like, "Yep, that was me." And
Can you elaborate?
well, no one's been able to quite figure out how the Moorland was created. In fact, I stumbled on it by accident, but I kind of created a mini version of it. It's not exactly what happened in Seer, but it's contained, and it's just sitting there.
So you created like a little test field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of
Now,
creepy.
when I look through this, am I like sitting in the chair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Does it look like? I mean, I don't even know. Does it look like something's missing, like visually from the gears, etc.? Does it look like it's missing pieces?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
There's a lot of dust around like the outer edges of the telescope.
Mm-hmm.
So like all in here, in this area, there's a lot of dust. The gears are the gear tracks are covered in dust, and the levers are. So this thing hasn't been moved in a while.
So what is why the rotation? What is the rotation for?
He goes, oh, that was that was a really great Seer invention. This part of the tower actually rests on top of, no, not this part of the tower. The dome is free, and so is the center platform. So when we pull the lever, it rotates the platform and the dome and the telescope, so you can get a full 360-degree vision with this telescope.
But the problem is you can't actually even point the telescope to the correct location.
Oh, we can. We just haven't needed to. We've been studying this.
You've just been studying the test field.
And since the last 2 years.
So if it's 400 yards away, why don't you just go there?
Because it's slightly obstructed, and you can get a better view. And Simon speaks up and goes, well, in order to keep it fully contained, it needed to have walls. So if the walls ever go away, it might leak out.
Okay.
Right, but how is this supposed to cleanse?
And he says, well, I explained it.
Explain it to me
Yeah,
again.
right. Can you explain in layman's terms?
Yeah.
Right, all I see from here is just a way to see it. I don't see how you are activating some device or casting some spell or doing something that's going to shoot anti-magic or whatever to...
Liliana goes like, well...
I want to say lasers, but like lasers don't make sense. Like, where does the laser go?
Well, here, let's do this. And she pulls a lever on the telescope, and the telescope goes up, and it kind of clears the way from the gap in the tower where the telescope sits. And she goes, Simon, why don't you yank on the gears over there and get the tower rotating? And Simon goes, all right. Sets the gears, and the whole thing starts rotating. It goes, and like the whole tower starts rotating.
I was in a bar that did that once.
And
No thanks. I don't like spinning.
and also
It's spun very slowly.
this part doesn't move at all. The floor section doesn't move, but this platform moves, and this outer edge moves.
Oh, so only Gwen
So
is
only
spinning.
I'm spinning.
If you wish to stay on the telescope.
Duh. Because I think Caitlin should be on the telescope.
She actually, Liliana actually says, you might want to get off the telescope for this.
Why?
Because you get a better view off of the telescope. And
Okay.
Simon walks you over to the gap in the telescope, and as you go around, you see the layout of where the crystals are, and Simon's pointing stuff out, and it's like, well, each of these crystals has a dragon shard matrix in it, and that, when infused with the proper magical energy, focuses to the larger crystal, which has a even bigger dragon shard matrix in it, and basically it's acts as a foci and redirects whatever energy wherever we want.
What's the magical entity that triggers that?
A timed magical release.
Of?
Whatever magic is needed to properly power the matrix.
So this
So
is
you don't know what magic is actually needed to power the Matrix.
Kind of what we're testing.
Okay.
Well, you can power the matrix with anything, but in order to get it to do what we want it to do, that's where we're getting issues.
So these crystal things, are these commonly used?
Oh no, this is all brand new. This is Dr. Marcus's brilliance.
I've seen this before.
Where?
We saw a crystal before in our travels, actually, when I very first met my friends.
Where?
New Siren.
This, but and like
Not the whole machine.
well, the tower
crystal.
rotates and the larger crystal comes into view, and he's like that,
Yep.
just like that.
More or less. I mean, it's been quite some time ago. I don't know if it's the exact dimensions, but yes, we saw that.
And he shouts over to Liliana. He's like, "You heard about this?" And she's like, "No, I haven't heard about this at all." And they begin jabbering between each other, and are like, "You're sure just like this?
Yeah.
Did it have the 5 other smaller crystals arrayed around it?
I don't think so, but I didn't look, and there was a crowd of people. I mean, it would be
Bombings and
possible that there could have been that I didn't see. I mean, this was not a secret. This was in the middle of a huge festival. There was people everywhere.
Weren't they calling it like
They-
a statue or
a monument?
Yeah.
They were calling it a monument dedicated to New Seer.
That's
I drew.
and it's in New
Picture.
Seer.
Would you like a picture?
It was. It blew up.
Right. Here's a picture that I drew of it.
They go, it's a newer design, but that's we were, and they talk amongst each other and go, we were thinking about that. That's the new design. That's Dr. Mark. And this, where in New Seer? Can you tell me exactly where? They go like, hold, come with us, and they rush out of the tower and start down the steps.
Okay.
They enter the lower portion of the tower, and this appears. This is a cleaner workspace. So you guys rush down out of the telescope room, and you go in here. This is a very, very large workspace at the base of the tower. There is a closed door over here. There's a door to the main building over there, and there is just implements and artifacts and stuff like that in here. Different crystals of shapes and sizes. There's also charts and maps and books all around the other edge, and it's very neat.
Which is unlike the rest of the place, right?
Yeah, because you said this was very messy over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is very orderly in comparison to.
Well, Liliana speaks up and goes, "Of course, it's my lab."
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, what are we? You said
And
down here.
she rushes over to a map on the wall of New Seer and pulls it down and goes like, "Where exactly in New Seer is this?"
Do we remember?
Oh.
We're gonna point out where it was. Yeah.
Do we remember exactly?
I did not write down. I just wrote down.
Intelligence check.
I'm not gonna remember.
20!
Oh God.
Lynn's like, "Oh, it was in this square," and you point right at the map, and there's a red circle right there, and it says final location next to it, and they go, that must be it. Did he fix it? And they're like talking amongst each other, and they're like, was and she rushes over and grabs a picture of a old man, balding with like again white hair and ponytail, and very thin spectacles and a neatly shaven beard, and she grabs this picture off the wall and says, "Did you see this man anywhere near there?"
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that
I
again.
don't know. I have a negative to my intelligence.
15.
This one, right?
Yep. 15.
You don't remember seeing him there, especially in the dignitaries that were on stage.
I feel like I'm adding the wrong number because this would be
You add your
ridiculously high.
intelligence.
You had your intelligence bonus.
No, that's your job. Remember, like you are an investigator. All you do is use your brain.
Oh, that's right. So 29.
You're Sherlock Holmes. Remember?
I'm like,
She's
that-
Sherlock
what?
Holmes.
14.
And I rolled a 14.
Then you use your intelligence bonus
Use your intelligence.
Right.
plus.
Oh no! Use your bonus.
Oh,
So
16.
you got 16. That's ridiculous.
I was like, I gotta be looking at the wrong number.
And you
it
were.
was.
You also don't remember
Okay.
exactly what, or you don't remember seeing him on stage.
Okay.
And the way they're talking, you figure that, yeah, he would be there. If this is his creation, like, he would be there.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta understand, there was a lot of stuff going on that day, so asking us for details is really difficult.
There was a bombing.
They look at you and ask you to explain, and due to the fact that we have all of this on record before,
Yes.
I will not.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not
Blah,
having
blah,
you
blah. Stuff
blah,
happened.
explain. And they're like, so you were told to come here?
Yes.
Huh.
Wait, are we saying everything about...
No.
Well,
I
I'm-
assume we're
I'm-
not saying
I'm
everything.
assuming the general information.
Okay, yeah, general information.
General information pertaining to exactly what they're asking about.
Correct.
Not anything about the mark or
Okay,
anything
yeah.
about weirdness or...
Alright, cool.
No
like,
details.
basically assume whatever you would be vague about,
Yeah.
that's what you're being
Alright,
vague
just
about.
just clarifying, just in case.
Yeah, and we weren't even told what we were gonna find here, so we're just kind of. That's why we keep asking you questions.
Huh. Well, we've been trying to contact Dr. Marcus for a couple of months now, and he hasn't been responding.
Was he dead?
Well, that's what we were wondering. He should have been back a while ago. And like, that's why it's just been us, and we were
Don't you-
kind of hoping to be done by now.
Don't you have pigeons or something that you can send birds to him, or
Why would you send birds?
isn't that what you do?
She's not from
You can't. You can't call. There's no phone.
We have scrying stones over there.
Oh, okay.
Have you tried them? Sorry, it's been a long night. Maybe we should talk about this over dinner and a drink. It might help.
That sounds like an idea.
Doesn't it? You guys look hungry too.
Yeah. Well,
How long have you been here?
We've been here. Well, we've been here for 3 years. We are the stationed researchers here.
By yourself?
Oh no, we get regular supplies. 3 years ago, before before the morning, we got regular shipments. We got other researchers showed up from every once in a while, but we're stationed here. Like this is our outpost. But after the morning and the Syrian government broke down, and basically we just kind of got forgot about until Dr. Marcus showed back up. I mean, he's been sending regular supplies. We've still been getting regular supplies. Not sure from who, but we're assuming.
Don't complain. It's supplies.
We're assuming some government official is still arguing on our behalf.
When was the last time you had contact with him?
With Dr. Marcus about 8 months ago.
How often would he report back? Or check in, or
He should have reported back about 4 months ago. He said he was going to be doing some research and possibly be out of touch, but he said that he should, he shouldn't have been out of touch this long.
How old was he?
Dr. Marcus, he was. Let me see if I remember his correct age. He's 83.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Oh no, not at all.
I hate to tell you this, but he's probably dead.
is he
You're
human?
assuming he's human.
No, dead.
Oh, from the
Well,
photo.
that
From the
too.
photo,
Yeah.
do we know if he was human or not?
Look when you guys look at the photo. Do you ask how when that?
Well,
We should be able to tell from a photo,
I would think
shouldn't
from the
we?
photo, yeah.
In this world that doesn't have photos.
No, they have photos.
You told me I couldn't take a picture before.
You don't have a
We
camera.
have a camera.
How do they have photos of that? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you have to buy a camera.
Well, that and it's not really like a camera-y thing. It's like a
Magic.
magic-y
Harry
like,
Potter thing.
Gotcha.
Like they can only do portraits. They can't do like snapshots. They
Okay.
can do like portraits, which is what that is.
Some Harry Potter shit, yo.
I like Harry Potter. It's cool.
IFM. That's all there is to it. Because it's fucking magic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But he, from the picture, it looks like he's in his probably early 40s, late 30s
Okay.
in that picture.
And he looks human? Or not?
He looks mostly human.
Not quite. Does he look caddish like the woman?
No.
Okay.
So,
If anybody wants to roll a perception check on the photo, you can do such.
Sure.
17.
28.
9.
You notice that his hair, while he's got a big bald spot, like it seems to cover a little bigger ears than normal, but not quite elven.
So, like a
So he
half
might be
elf?
a half.
Half elf?
Maybe? You're a half elf, you would know.
Yeah, do I know? Because I'm.
No, I mean, you
Like-
would just know more about what the facial
Yeah.
features are.
I mean, he looks mostly human, but with the way when she points out the ears, it's like, yeah, he looks like he might have some elven in him.
And they're longer lived, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's maybe dead, though.
It's like,
No,
well, we're-
probably not. I think they live, until, like, at least in their, like,
In their
100.
hundreds, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like we're not getting anywhere.
No, I feel like we are missing something.
Exactly. I feel like we're talking in circles around a point that we can't see.
I want to know what's in the room. But I don't really know.
Let's just ask. These people are being pretty open.
Yeah.
We'd be like, hey, what's over there?
Alright, so I noticed that when we were back in Simon's quarters, there was one more room that was sealed off. Do I get to go in that room?
No.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That was not the right way to
Wait.
ask.
He goes, yeah, no. that's the summoning room. You don't want to go in there.
It's the summoning room.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't know what a summoning
I
room is.
like summoning things.
Hmm.
You need a special room for it?
No, but I'm sure it helps.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of Supernatural, so
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm sure it's got some sweet marks in it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like a mark, like what we saw at the fountain or
Oh,
the.
that's a good point.
Um,
Uh-huh. I have ideas.
Elise does not remember this. That's why I'm making that face.
So every time we went to a place that was gushing that dirty water, there was a big mark around it. So.
Maybe they would know. But I mean, that seems really weird to just be so necromancy.
So, you guys seem hungry. We seem hungry. Why don't the three of us step outside for a brief smoke and fresh air while you guys figure out what's for dinner, and we'll
Well, it's nice to have guests. Sure, we'll get something going. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to smoke inside your beautiful building.
No, just come inside the common room within the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
We
And,
apologize. We're sort of at a loss as to why
we
we're
were
here.
sent here. Yes.
Yeah.
Why we were sent here.
We really apologize for imposing.
Oh no, not at all. It's nice to have guests.
Okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna step out for this smoke, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. They walk in through the side door of the tower into the side building.
In here?
Nope.
Or here?
Yep.
Okay.
And is this the door to the outside over here?
No, it's over by where you guys are.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, do you guys think we should
Take a break.
I think taking a break is a good idea.
Yay. I'm gonna get a blanket.
Break time.
I've been cold this whole time. Burgers.
Yeah, my feet were actually blue in my apartment today.
Gross.
You go what?
My toes were blue in my
Probably
apartment.
get that looked at.
You
Yeah.
should probably put some socks on and turn the heat on.
Yeah, turn the heat on.
Well, I found out what the problem was. One of my windows was not
Good,
properly
huh?
sealed.
Those hand warmers, if you put them like stuff them in your socks, are pretty nice.
Mine's
on
in the
your feet.
shower.
Oh, I don't know. But I've done that once. Like my heat in my old apartment. Well, I had a really shitty apartment. The heat was pretty much out, and so my mom got me a onesie as a joke for Christmas, and I wore the shit out of that onesie when my heat wore out. Like I had pajamas on and the onesie and the heat warm, like the hand warmers and
super
my
hot.
feet. That's
Dancing in Turtles one.
yeah. Are you ever gonna wear that again, or did it get so sweaty that you're like, I don't even want to put this on?
It desperately needs to be washed right now.
Yeah.
It's in the wash right now.
But you know what I
actually.
mean? Like sometimes there's like something you're like, I don't even know if I ever want to wear that again.
No, I totally wear it again. It
Okay.
just
No, I
It just-
claimed it. It's mine.
it just stunk by the end of the evening.
I'm sure.
I was sweating like I had it on for all of like 10 minutes. Like I hadn't even
Yeah.
gone up on stage yet or anything like that. I'm like, oh my god. And
Next
I was
time-
not. I had almost nothing on underneath.
Next time you might want to just get a t-shirt.
You should have just opened it up. Your chest looks fine.
I haven't been working on much today. I had like boxer briefs on, and that was it underneath that thing. So it was very, very warm still inside there.
So you said we get another attribute
Mhm.
at 4.
At level 4, you get a point to one of your abilities.
The special abilities?
No, your regular abilities like strength, dexterity.
I think I did that.
I thought you did.
You changed that 14.
Change the 14?
Oh, you did. Oh, there's a racial mark there.
Yeah, I think that's what I did.
And I think I've picked our games for midwinter. We'll have to talk about it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I want to do iDark, but I don't think we're gonna do iDark because we'd have to haul an Xbox down there. We'll talk later.
I can't believe it was break time already. I feel like we've only been talking for a few minutes.
Can you go down and close the bar tonight?
Hmm?
Should I call Jeremy now and tell him I'm not coming? No? Because I'm really tired and I don't feel very good, actually.
You haven't had no alcohols.
Me neither.
I said you haven't had no alcohols.
I know. I just don't feel like great.
Wait,
I'm not kidding.
you've both had alcoholics. You've both been eating the rumbles.
That's
That's right, I had
true.
Rumbles.
That's true.
I think Lynn had more than that.
I had like 5. Like, it's not like I had 5 drinks. I had 5 rumbles.
No, and I'm pretty sure it's less than a shot per ball.
I don't
Pretty
feel
sure.
I don't feel anything.
Well, that whole thing was of only like 1 cup.
Oh, then it's
Okay.
fine.
I barely any rum.
Wait, yeah, that's
Yeah.
like...
I can't get over how much it like still burns your mouth though. Like,
Yeah.
You can really I can
I
get
don't
that.
think so, but I'm a straight whiskey drinker, so that burns
Right,
a
but
lot.
see, but that's the thing. Like, but whiskey is a totally different burn to me. Like, so it's like rums and like vodkas and
Well,
things
there's
like
also-
totally like.
There's also ginger snaps in there, and when I tried one of the ginger snaps before I made it, and it was so heavily ginger that actually left a little burn.
Oh, so,
So
wait,
it-
may I had like the combo.
Right, the combo of the alcohol and the ginger might be what's actually doing it to you. Because normally you make it with the little Nilla circle cookies, but I could only find gluten-free ginger snaps. So I'm like, ginger goes with alcohol. Well, I'll use that instead.
Goes with rum. Ginger goes with rum.
Right.
But yeah, so that's the thing. I usually like darker alcohol. So like light ones, I'm like, I can really taste this. So like scotch. Scotch is pretty good.
that works.
I did
Brandy.
vodka cranberry at the end of the night the other on TLB, and I was like, what?
Yeah, no.
They're out of pretty much everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think they underestimated the booze.
Apparently, so Drew was telling me the night afterward, they had some other show. They were out of, like, everything for that show. They had, like, nothing.
Like,
Like-
after we cleaned them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
They
they
were like-
underestimate how much nerds drink.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
But the thing was, I told them. Like, I did the math for
They
them.
only ordered a fraction of what we told them to order.
Yeah.
Now they know.
Like, I feel like you should have been like, no,
Them.
no. We own the bar where they drink at.
Well, they
fraction-
weren't
had a
telling
fraction
me
of
what they
alcohol
were
and-
ordering, they
and
just
had a
asked-
fraction of the security that we wanted also.
They just asked me, like, what do you think we should order? And then, like, the way that the reply came, it was like, oh, okay, thanks.
Remember, you're on camera.
No, I'm not saying anything bad. It was just like they were skeptical of like how I came back to them. Like they didn't quite believe me.
Yeah, but when you tell a bunch of
know?
nerds and all you can drink package, basically.
I think if they weren't nerds, then they don't really know what they were getting
Right,
into.
I know, but 42ers.
Yeah. But I didn't really notice security at all.
No, I really didn't either.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't do a great job.
I mean, there was a couple of people sitting at the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a cop inside at one point.
Yeah, there was a cop. I saw it.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Checking the scene out.
I remember it distinctly, actually, because I was, like, that close to walking up and being like, I don't remember an episode with a cop. And then I was like, oh, wait, that's a cop.
That's real.
That's happened in 42 before.
I know,
where
I
people
know.
have thought that, like, the police, because the police will just come in doing, like, a safety check,
Right.
and people think that it's, like, a costume.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good police officer costume. It's like, no,
Yeah, I'm an actual
actually a
police officer. You're like, yeah, it's really good. I wear it every day for work.
Thankfully, my brain
just
kicked in
authentic as
before I
it
said
gets.
anything. Like, my brain kicked in before I said
really
anything.
good at
thankfully.
parties.
It was like, I started to walk up, and then I'm like, oh, no, and then just kept walking.
So, okay.
So we're outside.
So we're
Now coming
outside.
back.
Oh no, I was more just like talking together. So, what the fuck are we gonna do?
So do we?
Yeah, this is totally outside of games. We have our like.
No, Tony's bringing.
Oh, he's bringing it back up. Never mind.
Well, it's not like your mics weren't live the whole time anyway.
Well, no,
True.
and it doesn't matter because we're outside. The other two are in here, right? Which is why meta. I was like, let's go smoke. Does anybody have a pipe?
No.
All
No,
right.
actually.
Well, I'm gonna assume that I have a very nice looking old pipe that I clearly stole off a sailor before I left home. Alright.
Alright.
So,
I'll allow it.
do you guys think we should ask about... What do you guys think we should ask about? Like, I feel like there's something we need to get from here, and we're not.
I
But
agree.
I also...
Maybe we should pray to the silver fire or something.
The silver flame.
Yeah.
What is that going to do?
Well,
Really? The practitioner's like, what is prayer gonna do?
I mean, in this
give us
moment,
guidance.
I think that this is a little outside of the realm of the silver flame at this point.
Here's the thing. They seem like they're pretty honest, cool folks. But I'm still very much the type of person where I'm like, I don't want to like lay all my cards on the table. But we could show them the picture of the symbol and be like, do you guys know what this is?
Okay.
We could just kill them.
We can.
No.
But there's we
I think if we were guided here by a prophet, we're probably not supposed to slaughter the people that might have answers for us.
Alright, fine.
Probably not a good idea. Now, unless the prophet was like, in order to do these things, you must kill these non-believers. That might be a different story.
I'm not saying never kill them, but not yet.
Okay.
They might be useful.
Alright.
I'm saying
Fair enough.
don't kill them
Just,
unless we
yeah.
have to.
Okay.
And I'm just saying wait until they're useless.
They should still be alive if we don't need to kill them.
Okay, but because you know this little bit of leaf I got, it's not gonna last forever. How much information do we want to?
Can we stun them?
Can we
No.
glamour them?
No. I'm gonna point out that I don't know very much about magic, but I'm pretty sure they know a lot more magic than you guys.
That might be.
I have dancing lights.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
saying.
And I'm just saying, Elise is just saying that's like a level 1 spell.
Yeah.
They know a lot bigger spells.
I have adhesive spittle.
Yeah, they probably have like a container of that.
I knew one.
You realize that basically they have created a giant major artifact.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Right, and they have an anvil of creating sweet magic shit just like hanging around.
You should be stealing things, by the way.
I was thinking about it, but I was thinking I might do it on the way out.
Okay, good idea.
I was already eyeing up the alchemy equipment.
All right.
So I think
Anything that's spell casting, also I'll pay you money for or something.
If there's something in particular you want, just point it out.
All right.
before we steal things that are not ours.
Oh, right. That's the last thing we do.
Yeah.
I think that what we should do is did we explain the okay, would we have explained going into the towns and seeing like
Water.
I
dead
don't
people
think
and
we
shit?
would've
No,
brought that up yet.
because you only told your story up until
The start of our journey, basically.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
until the start. Like anything of the Crystal Towers.
Well, I
basically.
think
That's why I
that,
brought you guys out
right.
here.
I think that we could say on our way here.
Okay.
We did run across these things and we
Okay.
went to the church, but seeing as that they are researchers,
Right.
that perhaps they know
Okay.
more about it, and maybe that they could just
Sure.
And our
just
backup
provide
plan-
some shit about it, and maybe that might spark something.
Okay.
So.
Speaking of sparking something, so is our backup plan to light them on fire?
No,
Can you?
I think that it's
When we get in and we're sitting at dinner, find the thing that would create the most smoke, because these guys are powerful, and if we have to, maybe you could spark something that will, smoke screen, and we can run.
All right. Awesome.
Because I don't think I want to fight these guys.
I don't think so either.
Right.
But
I wonder
I'm
if
tired of not lighting things on fire.
I wonder if so with this
Didn't
thing.
you light my pipe? I mean, I assume.
sure.
Thanks.
Anyway, so about this thing that requires this magical source to power a bunch of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've said this before, which is really weird. I just had a moment of deja vu.
Okay.
Louise just totally had this. I wonder if something as powerful, say, as a dragon mark is what is supposed to be the true thing guiding this.
Maybe.
Why don't we go along with your plan about telling him some more stuff, but let's leave off the dragon mark. Just in
Right.
case. But we can keep this idea
That's what I think.
to ourselves and mull it over as we get more information.
Because if they say that a large amount of magical things can be used to power these
Right.
observatories, but they haven't figured out really which one it is.
Okay. I'm in for it.
Hold on. So, Paul, you would be playing Liari in theory, right?
Mm-hmm. She's basically just following you guys.
Right, I know. But just real quick, has she been, I want to ask her if she's been feeling any tingly or anything since we've been around here.
No, she is not.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Alright, you guys want to go back to dinner?
Sure.
Alright. I'm assuming dinner, this is the common room, right?
That looks like a table and chairs.
That's what it looks like a table.
Yep, that is a table and a couple chairs. You guys sit down. They have a traditional Syrian dish. It's a little spicy, but not too bad.
Woohoo!
Um,
Got any more hot sauce?
hmm?
I said, got any more hot sauce?
They actually do. They have plenty of hot sauce if you wish to have it. They do go like, oh, are you originally from Zalargo?
No. But I like, I grew up in this port town, so I've had food from everywhere, and I really like the spicy.
Oh, I know that all the gnomes that are actually from Zalargo, they really like
Oh,
this stuff.
Zalargo?
Yeah.
Dude, I totally heard something else out of your mouth. yes, I'm from there.
Ah, that explains it. Help yourself to the hot sauce. I know.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Apparently, here, let me uncover the ear
There you
closest to you. Because I literally did not hear anything that sounded like that. Yes, I love the hot sauce.
All right, so you guys, they go. So, you guys were sent here by a prophet. That's kind of weird. Maybe.
Did we say that we were sent here by a prophet? Because I'm pretty sure we didn't say we were sent
Oh,
here by
we
a
didn't say
prophet.
that?
Yep,
You
no,
say
we
that?
didn't say that.
Okay, then you didn't say that.
We were sent here by a man. I
Oh,
would
you were
think.
sent here by somebody? Oh,
Yeah, we just
Right?
said we
Like,
were sent
not
here.
a prophet.
didn't
We just said
say,
some dude was
That's
like,
all
hey, you
right.
guys come here.
That's all right.
Because like a prophet would be very specific.
And they're like, they go, well, maybe you can help us.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, we're not expected to get supply. As we said, we're not expected to get supplies for another month, which means that we're going to be out of contact with most people for another month. I mean, we try not to use the scrying stones as much as we can, just because, well, we have no real need to. But with this latest experiment, we did find that we may need some rare materials that we can't go get.
Oh,
Why can't you?
Well, we'd have to leave the observatory,
Uh-huh.
which Dr. Marcus told us that as long as the plan is not finished, is exactly what he said, which is really cryptic, but he started to get that way. That we shouldn't leave. Well, the structure is unattended.
But what if one of you just goes?
It's better that both of us stay here. Our combined magical prowess
With our powers combined.
is necessary to hold this facility. And it's now a facility. It used to be just a building. I mean, and they go. Leanna chimes in and goes, "Well, the observatory used to be just an observatory. It used to be just that circular building that's through that door over there, which is why and you look over in that door, that the wall that comprises that side of the building was you could tell it was originally an outside wall." I go, "Well, as you can see, that was the original building, and then after they started doing more research, they built on this small research small research building onto the side, and then that's pretty much how it was until about a year ago when Dr. Marcus had to start raising these structures."
What rare materials are we talking about?
Well, we need a specific type of crystal, and we need a.
How phallic in structure is it?
They go. Well,
No, I didn't actually ask that, though.
no, it's they describe it as that they need a handful of about hand-sized blood crystals,
Okay.
and they can only be found in Zendrick.
Okay. Please tell us about Zendrick, because you made a face that we probably know.
Zendrick is basically the frontier.
Okay.
It is
The Wild West. Do we have to be cowboys now?
Kind of.
Sweet.
Zendrick is. Let me grab this thing here, because I know that it's. Let's see here. Any of you who wants to roll a knowledge arcana or knowledge geography, so I can read things to you.
There you go. See, Lynn came in handy.
Oh, I don't got either then.
20.
20?
Ooh.
What?
Arcana.
Arcana.
Well, you know that Zendrick is littered with the ruins of an ancient giant civilization. Those ruins hold countless ancient artifacts, inscriptions carrying powerful arcane spells, strange magical effects, and other items of arcane significance. The continent is also home to great fields of dragon shards fallen from the Ring of Sybaris. You also know that in Zendrick's ancient past, the giants learned the secrets of arcane magic from the dragons of Arganessen, and they used magic to construct wonders unequaled in the present.
Sweet. So giants wielding lots of magic.
Okay.
That sounds quite difficult.
But he said the ruins of, so they're not there anymore?
They might be. I'm guessing
No.
they're alive. Oh, they're not
There
alive?
are giants there, but the giant civilization has fallen into
Oh, okay.
it's basically a primitive society now,
Mm-hmm.
and their numbers have dwindled greatly.
Mm-hmm.
Giants hate people, right?
Giants don't like a lot of things.
Well, it depends. I mean, this is Eberron. Eberron is not your classic cookie cutter D&D, so you can run into giants who are incredibly friendly.
Okay.
You could also run into giants who are stark raving mad barbarians
Okay.
who basically kill anything to eat it. But you also know that on the southern tip or on the northern tip of the continent is a place called Stormreach. Which is up here. And it's basically the nearest outpost of civilization. What it is basically it's a frontier town where treasure hunters and scholars and pirates and like it's essentially an archaeologist port of call
Okay.
for exploring the ruins of Zendrick.
Okay.
Where are we in relation to this?
You are way up over there. Let me get out the big map. Because this has a big map in it that is easy to find. Zendrick is oh my god, I should know this. I played the game forever. Stormreach is up here.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are up here.
Oh, so they're asking
But
us
it's
to
a-
go
yeah.
on like an epic fucking quest.
Yeah. Well, not
Well, okay.
not epic, but it's, you know.
A
On
big
another
quest.
continent.
Yeah.
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 What
That's,
else do you need? That seems quite a far journey.
Well, it's the only place you can find them.
What else do you need besides them? What do you need them for?
We need them to produce a different crystal matrix
Okay.
that we hope will work.
Okay.
You're sending us on a journey that you don't know if it'll even end up getting the desired results.
It's better than doing nothing.
Hmm.
We'll pay you. I mean, we do have contact with a couple of different governments, and we can fully fund this expedition for you.
Well,
Perhaps we can continue chatting over dinner and sleep on this, discuss it amongst ourselves, and let you know tomorrow.
This sounds like quite a perilous journey for something that. Why is it that you can't request this if this is something that you need?
Well, blood crystals aren't exactly standard magical fare, and usually when you use them, it's a little questionable.
are they evil?
Right, but if you're part of this society where you
they're evil,
Are they evil?
Wait.
they're totally evil. Tell me they're evil.
sense motive.
12.
I want to roll something.
Wait,
I don't know
are we
what I
doing
wanna
sense
roll.
motive? Okay, so that was perception, but
That would be
sense motive.
24.
Are you counting that as a 20? It's kind of on your book.
It's a 19.
Oh no, that was flat. Yeah, that's
Okay, so then that's a 20 then.
24.
for sense motives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of shy away from the question, and yeah, you could pretty much genuinely guess that these crystals are evil in a sense.
So why would you need evil crystals to perform this kind of magic that is supposed to be cleansing? To me, that doesn't seem right.
Well, and
Agreed.
that's kind of why we're trying it.
You're
It's
thinking that more evil destroys evil? Because I don't think that premise is correct.
Two wrongs do not make a right, kiddies.
well, technically, evil isn't like Simon runs into this. He's like, technically, magic isn't good or bad. It's how you use it, and I mean, the crystals aren't made in the most pleasant of ways, but the way that the magic is arrayed inside of them is quite powerful, and I think directed through the matrix that we have a plan for in the new spire diagrams will definitely, it should work.
And how are these crystals made?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah,
Sure.
I do.
Well, they're made through an ancient drow ritual that they basically sacrifice a living victim and through certain means and ways crystallize the heart as it's being ripped out of the chest of the victim.
So you're asking me, as a warrior of my faith, to go and pick up the hearts of innocent victims to potentially maybe make your magic machine work. Am I correct?
Yes. Simon's being very cowed by this, and Liliana's like, "Look, I see from your dress that you are a member of the
Right.
holy-"
It just seems
She's
a
like-
little odd.
It's well. Here's the thing.
Please go get these blood diamonds.
You'd be
Literal blood diamonds.
You'd be greatly you'd be helping out all of the citizens of Corvair, not just because of the fact that the more you'd be helping all of the Sirens by getting their homeland back, but you'd also be reconnecting the continent.
Correct, but I don't quite see perhaps
Wait, connecting.
Well,
the
we're not
continent.
asking you to actually. Well, Seer basically splits the continent in half.
Oh, okay.
So like when the Mournland occurred, or when the mourning occurred, it basically, like, there's Kraken Bay, which is here, and then there's, so basically like that whole swath right there
Oh, okay.
is gone. And
Alright.
all the railroad, all the lightning rails, and most airship travel can't get past it. So it essentially cuts the continent in half.
Okay.
And they go like, well, we're not asking you to actually participate in this, all right?
right.
That's-
You're saying you're asking if we could do.
And I mean,
This for you.
these things have been created for thousands upon thousands of years.
I understand.
On that continent, and I have, and my sources that I have through I'll get you the name of the through
Some organization that
through
you'll
the-
say at
through
some
the,
point.
through the Lore Masters Guild.
Uh-huh.
They have. I'm pretty sure that they can give us good information on where to find a stash that is already created and unguarded and can be, well, maybe not totally unguarded, but can be easily gotten to and not cause too much trouble. I mean, these people have already been, their lives have already been used in this profane manner.
Right. I
And
understand that you're
possibly-
trying to rationalize the
and
use of
possibly-
their
and-
sacrificed hearts.
And
I understand
possibly
that.
they're if this works, their sacrifice will be used to help others.
That I understand.
We're not asking you to kill anyone. We're asking you to.
Well, people will
Possibly
die.
put-
People will be killed in order to get these things. We will
They already
have to
have
fight
been.
and kill them.
Well, most likely not. I mean,
Most likely not. Assuming the worst, you're asking us to travel, hopefully thoroughly armed with items and things that you'll provide us for this journey, and then to risk our lives to collect these, probably from, I'm sure, a very questionably lawful place, and acquiring them through most likely stealing, and fighting our way back, and bring them back to you.
Simon goes, yes.
See, but how are you
So-
using these? Like, it seems like a normal spell wouldn't require. It seems like dark magic to me that you would be using these for.
Liliana gets up and puts her hand on your shoulder and goes, "Come with me."
So,
And she leads you outside. Simon continues, like, starts up chit chat, idle banter.
because it just seems like These are some really fucking evil
Oh, I don't get to
ingredients.
go see good
Let's
stuff?
do some really
Go back
like
to your
evil
retirement?
magic.
You
Okay.
can get up and go. I mean, you no one.
Yeah, I kind of want to follow.
He's like,
Yeah.
nobody wants to finish dinner.
No, dude, we totally want to come back to dinner. I love food. But I want to go see what's going on. Don't you, Philip? Wait, Philip,
Not
no.
Philip.
Simon, sorry.
He goes, well, I'm pretty sure Liliana's just gonna show her the crystal matrix. Is that as you're walking away?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I can sit here and eat. Just
I'll go.
dump on some more hot sauce.
Vader, you follow Gwen, Liliana out. She takes you over to the nearest smaller spire, and she pulls out a scroll and reads it off. Anybody who has spellcraft can make a roll.
It's not bad.
21.
She's casting stone shape
Okay, what's that?
and
Literally, stone
literally
shapes.
shaping stone.
Okay.
And she basically creates a doorway into the interior through the bricks that make this up. And she walks in, and inside, there's a solid crystal that's above you, but right underneath it is an array of other smaller crystals that have different metals and all sorts of stuff. And the metals you can see, you look at this thing and go, holy shit, because there's platinum and silver and gold and all sorts of different alloys and stuff that are just caging all these different crystals together. And
You should have come.
it looks incredibly complicated.
I feel bad for Simon.
And she goes, well, we're hoping to swap out this crystal with, and she starts pointing stuff out, rearranging a diagram in her head, and she's like, I think. And she's like, she's not quite sure, you have an idea that there are diagrams somewhere that have this all mathematically written out. And she's like, but we want to try and replace this crystal here with a blood crystal. And hopefully by sending the energy through it, it'll disperse in, and she's trying to explain it to you as best she can, not being a magic user.
Yeah.
Per se.
Yet.
Yes.
One more level.
Yep.
Um.
But even then, you use divine
Yeah, totally different
for
magic
this.
anyway. Well, it's for healing.
And the way that she's describing it in a fashion that is neither arcane nor divine. She's basically talking about the properties of magic as a base component, which leads you to believe that she might be in the same school as an artificer.
Okay. Well.
Nothing? You got nothing?
I have nothing. I really this whole session I've just been kind of
All right. Well, if we'll have to think about this. We have on our way here. Well, no, let's go back. Maybe we have some questions about some magical things we actually have seen on our journey, and since you two seem very knowledgeable, perhaps that you can give us more insight.
Okay.
So.
See, I totally, while they were out there, which I'm assuming is only going to be a few minutes,
Yeah, it's only about 10 minutes or so.
but I was getting impatient and irritated that they sidetracked what I wanted to do, so I have started asking Simon about, or I've started telling Simon in just general tones about seeing the villages with nothing but dead people and seeing if he knows anything.
Well, sounds like necromancy to me. Sounds like somebody's up to shenanigans.
Yeah, we were hoping we could figure out more than that.
Do we walk in yet?
You guys can walk in at that point.
okay.
I mean, yeah, it'd probably take me close to 10 minutes to explain the journey. So you're probably walking in as I would finish.
So,
telling them.
well, I don't know. It depends. I mean, from what you've been, like, just dead towns?
Well, dead towns using a water source specifically as a means to distribute a spell.
Which town was?
This town! Morning something, right? Morning Crest?
Morning wood.
I keep wanting to say Morningwood. It's not Morningwood. It's Morning Crest.
You know, if
No,
you would give all your
morning-
towns like phallic names, I
Right,
would
right.
remember them.
Morningwood, penis crystals. I don't know, Paul.
No, we passed.
Right, this is a ladies' campaign, but you don't need to make everything about dicks.
We passed like 2 small towns on our way to Morning Crest.
Yeah, those are the places too.
There was never a name. They were just
And a fortress.
Some
No, that's
little-
Morning Crest, never mind.
right. So there's 2 little no-name settlements.
But we assume
And
that they're on the same.
fortress.
She goes, Liliana, you know anything about this? And she goes, sounds familiar. Give me a second. She walks away. Comes back.
Familiar.
Comes back with a big thick book.
Mhm.
And goes like, all right, so you were in Thrain, and she like thwaps this book down and goes like, Thrain. Here. And she points in, and yeah, it's obviously Morning Crest. And she goes, and on the page is like dots and blue lines.
Where all the water's going.
And she goes, and then you made what in this
There?
town here?
Yeah.
And she goes like, well, the town that you guys saw the symbol in
Mm-hmm.
is the town where the water supply starts for that area.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, around the well, do you still have that?
She still has the parchment thing.
Well, obviously, we told her because
Right.
she just said where you saw the symbol. Like, would it help
No,
if we showed you?
I'm telling you guys to.
Yeah,
to
no, he's
tell you
saying, like,
where
where
the
we would have
town-
seen that. That is the source of the beginning of the water.
That's the
source.
reference for the town. She hasn't seen the symbol.
Oh, okay. You were meta.
So
now,
this
okay.
being the source,
Yeah. So
we found
that's the
this.
sound of me taking shit out of my pocket.
When we went to this main
Magic
city
pockets.
place that I can't rember, we did speak to the clerics there. Flamekeep. We were afraid that perhaps it would enter that town.
She looks and she goes, well, no, the water supply doesn't go reach to Flamekeep from there, but this is a pretty big tributary. So if they did decide to poison water sources, this is probably a really good one to do.
Have you seen the symbol before?
Well, it's necromantic, I can tell you that much.
Oh, I kind of
Do you
figured
know
that.
any? We are already aware of that. Do you know
Who
what it
would-
does, or like its creator, or anything besides? This is necromancy.
They both look it over. And they go, no, I've never seen this specific design before.
So is this something that can just be made on your own?
On their own.
Like- As a sorcerer, they have innate magical capabilities. Can you create spells? Like make up your own shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So this could be something that
Could be.
is entirely new.
It's quite possible. Or it could just be a blend of magics that are just incorporated in the same symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe its user had some blood diamonds.
Oh, I doubt it.
Basically, I think we need to be in here, and I don't know what to do to get in here.
I have to. Can I go to the bathroom, please?
An outhouse.
Bitch. Alright, fine. I go to the outhouse.
There might be windows to the outside.
Yeah, so I go to the outhouse.
It looks pretty protected. I don't
That's solid stone.
know. Yeah.
Alright, let's just assume I poke. I see no windows. I come back and I sit down and I go. Well, wait. Yeah.
No,
probably
the way
not.
the outside is this way.
Yeah.
Well,
They'd see me.
perhaps,
I could stun them. Just like.
perhaps since we need to mull over your request,
Could
and
retire
give
to
you
bed.
an answer in the morning, is there space here that we might
Well, you can sleep in the front room here,
crash for the night? Okay, that's
and
fine.
Can
I detect evil, by the way? I realize I haven't done that.
you do detect evil. There's no evil.
Okay.
It's
I think that's different. I don't know, it looks very ominous from the very things that I can
From the
vaguely
happy
see.
yellow?
Yeah. Right, from the happy yellow, but it does look like there are some lines in there. I don't know.
Wait, where
I
does the
have-
staircase go?
it goes to the upper. It goes.
Upstairs.
So I have a question.
What was he okay, completely different. What was he a prophet of? Did he say, like,
No. I remember
I'm
asking
a
a shit ton
prophet?
of questions
He's,
about that, and he wouldn't give me
He's
shit.
he
said he's a prophet of the prophecy.
Of the prophecy.
Yeah. He wouldn't give us shit on that one.
So I have
of the prophecy? Yeah, that's really helpful.
Yeah, that's what I thought at the
Liana,
time.
I have a question for you. So what's the deal with this Dr. Marcus? How well do you know him?
He was actually my professor before I
Okay.
started my travels to collect more knowledge.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you trust him?
Dr. Marcus, implicitly, yes.
Okay.
Does he seem like a
So,
good
what
person
were you-
or an evil person?
Well, probably pretty neutral, actually.
She just said she trusted him.
Yeah, he seems like. Well, yeah, of course he's.
Well,
a
yeah,
good person.
she could trust him, and he could be evil.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's a good person. I mean, he's doing all of this research to restore our homeland.
What sort of knowledge did you collect?
Well, my official title is lore master.
Lore or war?
Lore.
Oh, okay.
And as you can see from my study, I have hundreds of old tomes, and I've learned quite a bit.
About?
Everything. I know a little bit of everything.
that's helpful.
I could ask her what she knows about dragon marks. This is me not saying this actually out
Yeah,
loud.
she's not actually saying this.
Yeah. Right. If she is supposed to be like, I am super smart nerd who looks up things all the time.
Okay. Well, let's.
Because basically the only way
Right,
I
I
can't
know.
see anything else
I know.
without being like, we are going to reveal this piece of information to you, and it might
Right.
totally fuck us up.
But we don't necessarily have to totally reveal it, right? Because here, let me ask her. Okay.
All right, you got this.
Yeah, I got this.
All right.
So, Liana, actually, it just occurs to me, since you just told me that you're a lore master, as we were traveling along the water and we had the two, hit the two towns and the forests and whatnot, we came across what we think, but we're not sure, so don't quote me on this. We think it was an aberrant dragon mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Those were supposed to have been gotten rid of.
That's from the little, so we asked around the next town we came to with actual people. We asked around about it because we were very curious. And again, not even sure that that's what we saw, but, Gwen comes from one of the dragon houses. And so, she knows the basic marks, and she was like, that's not one of the marks. And so we were like,
Have you had it identified yet?
no. Well, I mean, it's not ours. We passed it, and it was somebody we came across.
Were they sane?
As far as we
Vaguely.
know.
As far as we know.
Because usually people aren't sane when they have aberrant dragon marks. That's one of the reasons they were exterminated.
Huh. Interesting.
How you feeling, Larry?
Please don't tell me you say that out loud.
You?
Did you say that out loud?
Okay.
I mean, that might be interesting.
No, is she starting to look green in the face? Because then that would be like.
No, because it's sanity that
We-
I know,
Yeah.
but she could start, worrying
Yeah.
about herself.
Right. So we I mean, we've heard some scary rumors about aberrant dragon marks, and so obviously